Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Friday, October 1st, 2021. And we begin with an 11-year-old golfer defying the odds to make 2 holes in 1 in the same round. Jake Martinez of Tucson, Arizona was playing in the U.S. Kids Palm Springs Open in Rancho Mirage, California earlier this month when he one-shot the 5th hole, only to do it again on the 12th. Like every golfer, Jake's dad, Rick, has been chasing the elusive ace, but says he always knew his son would beat him to it. But 2 on the same day, in the same game? Dad's as blown away as the rest of the golf world. According to the National Hole-in-One Registry, the odds of hitting just 1, about 1 in 12,000. 2 in the same round? That'd be 1 in 67 million. Jake's reportedly pretty humble about the accomplishment, but it was certainly a nice birthday present. He turns 12 tomorrow. One of the most active volcanoes on Earth is at it again. Kilauea on Hawaii started bubbling up lava and belching smoke Wednesday, prompting the U.S. Geological Survey to issue warnings to airlines taking off and landing on the Big Island. But unlike a few years ago when the hot lava ran down the sides of the volcano and into nearby neighborhoods, scientists believe all the action this time will stay inside the crater, or at least within the limits of Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. The biggest danger is reportedly downwind. When water vapor combines with carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, it forms VOG, or volcanic smog, which isn't good for people, plants, or pets. If you'd like to keep tabs on Kilauea, we've put a link to live webcams on our resource page. The show must not go on. On Tuesday, Broadway attempted a pandemic-era comeback of Aladdin. Everything was going great until it wasn't. The very next day, Disney theatrical production shut down the house just hours before the next performance when several fully vaccinated actors and crew members tested positive for COVID. Disney is offering refunds on the tickets, but they haven't yet announced a plan of action for the play itself. NASA doesn't just focus on space, it also helps keep tabs on the oceans and what's in them. And right now, the center of attention is sea otters. They happen to be creatures of many talents, one of which is preventing climate change by keeping carbon dioxide-absorbing kelp forests healthy. How do they do that? By feasting on sea urchins, which would otherwise eat the kelp. But otters are endangered, so NASA teamed up with the Monterey Bay Aquarium in California to craft a new and improved tracking device. While the old tags are clunky and require batteries, the new ones are solar, 3D printed, can withstand harsh salt water, and the otter's razor-sharp, oyster-cracking teeth, plus they are super precise at determining location. A sea otter stamp of approval is said to be close, and NASA believes the technology will work for other wild animals as well. Kevin Clark from The Ringer said it best. It'll be the most intriguing October game in the history of the NFL. He's talking about this Sunday night when Tom Brady returns to Foxborough for the first time since parting with the Patriots. The best quarterback of all time won 6 Super Bowls with New England before rocking the sports world with his move to Tampa Bay. To add salt to the split from longtime coach Bill Belichick, Mr. Brady then immediately took his new team to the Super Bowl and won. Ahead of Sunday's reunion, both men are taking the high road and talking about the respect each has for the other. But Mr. Brady won't be walking down memory lane. He told a Sirius podcast that the only thing he'll be thinking about is winning. Game time is 8:20 p.m. Eastern. In other KidNuz notes, the U.S. government will remain open for business. Yesterday, hours before a shutdown deadline, both the Senate and House passed a bill that will keep money flowing through December 3rd. Other budget standoffs between Democrats and Republicans remain, but this one, for now, is resolved. Also averted, a direct hit from Sam. The hurricane is staying hundreds of miles offshore in the Atlantic, but will still kick up some dangerous surf along the East Coast this weekend. Forecasters are urging late-season beachgoers to pay attention to lifeguards and local officials. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz. An 11-year-old golfer from Arizona beat serious odds to do what? Hit 2 holes in 1 in 1 round. What's the name of the volcano that just got active again in Hawaii? Kilauea. COVID shut down what Broadway show just one day after its reopening? Aladdin. What's the talk of the NFL this weekend? Tom Brady's return to New England on Sunday night. In today's KidNuz Kicker, even Olympic gold medalists get starstruck. Gymnast Suni Lee told Ellen DeGeneres that, like many uber fans of the Biebs, she had posters all over her room and even blankets with his face on them. But when she had the chance to talk with him at the Met Gala in September, she froze. She did meet his wife and told her that she'd be dancing to Justin's Stay for her Dancing with the Stars debut. Hailey Bieber reportedly told Suni to let him know, and she thought she could until she couldn't. Ms. DeGeneres gave the Golden Gymnast 2 tickets to an upcoming Bieber concert, hoping she can wrestle up the courage for a conversation. Before we head out for the weekend, we want to shout out our teachers, starting with Miss Nelson at Longfellow Elementary in Mitchell, South Dakota, Ms. Eisen and her fabulous students at Westview in Apple Valley, Minnesota, Mrs. Hollingsworth and her Orca heroes at Mar Vista in Normandy Park, Washington, Mrs. Evans at Rockbrook Elementary in Louisville, Texas, and Mrs. Cole at Reed Spring Elementary in Reed Spring, Missouri. Thanks for listening. Please rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts, and we'll see you back here for more Kid News Monday morning.